spinning round and round, like the washing in the tram through the porthole. What about brainwashing? What about nuclear submarines? Like a ball spun around the wheel in the opposite direction, but you're gonna lose everything. Like the spiral readout you get by spinning around disk while the detection system scan it all. What about galaxies, small planets in motion, or scanning our thoughts? Like a bike artist spinning wiftly around in his magical balancing act, like floating on air, but he fails, falling down, broken. Like a stock slots games while spinning, the round will be completed even though you're not in the game anymore, but that's too late. Like a mill round spinning, the figure starts as a windmill. Is it poetry? What about the windmills of my mind? While children have fun spinning on the merry-go-round, one more run, they don't know what the future brings. Devastation and suffering. Like money making the world go round, spinning faster and faster, material world, rich people rule the world. People lose their home, their family, live dramas and tragedies, and it hurts, yes, it hurts to feel it all. Like the dizziness you get on a bright day when your thoughts are spinning around, because there's too much questioning. Like a chakra spinning clockwise round is taking in energy, but what if you can't breathe? What if it doesn't work? Like the merry-go-round of art, it's business spinning faster, all for money and money for nothing, beauty to be sold. What about inspiration? Like a crazy spinning exercise, and the man has spun himself into the ground and then back to reality. Like the spinning of the animals being replaced by machine cycles making the selection, right colors and materials. What about the animals never seeing the light? Like the rippling, spinning and weaving of cotton, whereas slavery is not totally over, nor segregation or discrimination, racism. Like women singing a song of praise and joy, and the thread they were spinning was of the finest kind in the old century, but those days are gone forever. How can the world keep spinning on its axis while there are so many deaths we ignore any minute? Like a man keeps spinning around in the wind over and over, just to forget his miserable life for a while. Like people worrying or getting mad about silly little things, and the planet keeps spinning out of control. Like feeling unable to let them get us down, because this big old world keeps spinning around. But the masters of spin around rule. Like love and brotherhood surviving or not, as the world would keep on spinning. Like keeping us spinning wild theories and chasing after man instead of following hard evidence. It's so easy to find enemies, not to judge ourselves. We wish we could keep the place spinning like a child's toy, but there's nothing we can do. And if we could, we wouldn't do anything. Blame keeps this whole planet spinning. Writing great words makes no real act. Money drives that old global economy and keeps Big Daddy Earth spinning around. The government's job is to keep the old ball spinning and make believe that everything is under control, and that's alright. Who's gonna drop that bomb? And when? Is it bound to happen someday? Like the Earth keeping spinning around the sun, and that keeps you from flying off the Earth. Why should it be comforting? No need to keep the hard disk spinning for long periods of time. We can reduce power consumption. But the ice keeps melting and decreasing with global warming. There are more ecological, so-called natural disasters to come. But while forests are destroyed, pollution is destroying the continents, people, everything, everywhere. Endangered species will disappear. The underworld is dying, but it goes on and on. Inside us, an engine is spinning that will keep turning until all our strength is used up. Is that a life philosophy? It keeps the brain moving, as a spinning brain is a working brain. What about human care? Genetic diseases, not enough money for scientific research, more for the armed forces. War isn't over. Like handing a loaded pistol to someone, asking anyone to shoot. More violence everywhere. Like giving up because it's too late. Who on earth could change the world? They used to say, make love, not war, for the sake of humanity. But what about individual consciousness? Like a woman spinning up the boys, keeping them pixelated like Longfellow did, while so many women are being abused, raped, even children sold, abused too. But silence is better than bringing a testimony, because then people will say you just feel sorry for yourself. Oh God. Yes, praying is good as long as we are aware of everything, as we try to face our responsibilities, and often not trying to escape reality to feel emotionally okay. This ain't no protest song claiming peace and love. No war anymore, but living in comfortable, beautiful big houses with lovely gardens full of flowers, as the world keeps spinning round and people keep suffering everywhere. Watching chosen selected information on TV and just pretending to be upset for a while before eating and drinking wine and laughing. And they say that people who don't eat, or they think about hunger, people starving, is whether an illness or worse, being self-centered, like keeping destroying this world and hating people while pretending to be nice and kind and friendly. Is that called humanity? Words can kill, silence too, but this word is spinning round and round. True feelings and authenticity are no longer there. It's all fake and lagging and pretending or ignoring. It is so easy to have children and watch them grow, whereas the world is bound to end into total destruction. But who knows that having no child means crying her whole life without anyone knowing, just to protect the unborn baby? Is that to be selfish? What about orphans, abandoned, ill-treated, abused children, when you get no right to adopt any child, and they are left alone in the worst conditions? Words are so easy, good thoughts as well. Claiming such things isn't equal to living them from inside. Suffering with people is the only way to know how it feels. To be a true rebel is something you gotta live from inside, not playing a part. When you've always been hurt by the suffering of the whole world, when you've always been aware of everything around you, then you write no protest song. This is definitely not a protest song. This is just thoughts, feelings, compassion, suffering, silence.